Hello friends, we are going to study the construction of gear tooth using primary gear characteristics. Before moving on to the very first slide, let me remind you that we have already covered and discussed the basic geometry and parameters of a spur gear like, yes, that's right, module, number of teeth, pitch circle diameter, diametral pitch, addendum, dedendum, and so on. What are the primary gear characteristics? The pressure angle, 20 degrees is what we are going to use because that is currently in use. However, earlier it is 14.5 degrees was used. Tooth profile, cycloid and involute both are possible, but nowadays involute is more common and we have already discussed the reasons for the same. So in this exercise we are going to focus on drawing involute tooth profile, and interesting thing is we are going to approximate it as arc of a circle. Number of teeth and module, those values which are shown on the screen, they are themselves not very important. Important is the procedure. So we start by drawing two center lines, one vertical, one horizontal, and the intersection is the center point of the spur gear. So we start by drawing pitch circle, and we know how we determine pitch circle diameter, module into number of teeth, and we, as we have discussed in the last slide, we have assumed certain values for module as well as number of teeth. So from these two we can determine pitch circle diameter, and half of that is pitch circle radius. So that is how we can draw the pitch circle as seen in this diagram here. Then we draw an outer circle, which is nothing but the addendum circle. This addendum circle, what is the radius? Yes, that's right, it's pitch circle radius plus 1 times the module. So distance from here to here measured in radial direction is nothing but 1 module. Then we draw one circle inside the pitch circle, which is nothing but the dedendum circle. What is the dedendum circle radius? The pitch circle radius minus the dedendum. This distance is the dedendum, and the dedendum is 1 module plus 0.25 times the module, which is clearance. So as you can see here, this distance is dedendum, this distance here is addendum, and the three circles. The inside dedendum circle is also known as root circle. The outside addendum circle is also known as the tip circle. Now the next step, from the center of the circle we draw a line in this direction which makes 20 degrees with the vertical axis. 20 degrees, as we have seen earlier, it's nothing but the pressure angle. From the pitch point, which is this point where pitch circle intersects with this vertical axis, from that pitch point we drop a perpendicular on this line, and that foot of perpendicular passes through base circle. So through this point, which is shown in red here, we draw a circle which is nothing but base circle. When two gears are meshing, these two base circles always have a common tangent which passes through the pitch point as seen here. Now this base circle is what we are going to use extensively in drawing the tooth profile. For the involute tooth profile, we are going to draw one, like the center of that profile is going to be located on base circle. And how? Let us see that in the next slide. Okay, now this is an important formula. I will just highlight that formula for your attention. Gear tooth radius is equal to pitch circle diameter upon 8. Using this formula we arrive at the gear tooth radius, and then you draw the arc. No, first you draw the, mark these points on the base circle on either side of the pitch point, 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and then using this point as center, as my mouse is pointing here, from this point draw an arc of circle which is extending from addendum circle right up to dedendum circle. Similarly, from the point, this point which is marked as a mirror image of the other point, again with the same radius, draw other part of the tooth profile which is exactly mirror image of this earlier one. A completed gear tooth. Now draw the fillets. Now you draw similar one on the other side using the center points, for example this and this, which are already marked, and similarly that. So this way we have finished 3 gear teeth after completing the fillets and everything. Thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this exercise.